Hear ye. In the hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. In the year of our Lord 2025, I'm here to announce to the world that everybody is on Jeffrey's list. Everybody give Pam Bondi a break. Everybody is on Jeffrey's list. Everybody has taken a trip down the island. Everybody. When I say everybody, I'm talking about everybody in Washington. Everybody, Republicans, Democrats, it don't matter. Independents, goddamn libertarians. Everybody is on Jeffrey's list. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna get to some other topics today. I'm gonna deal with the Mr. Jeffrey's list. I'm gonna deal with missiles being back on the menu to Ukraine. Donald Trump wants to save lives. He wants to end the war, but he wants to send more. Mike Good. Okay, thank you to Blackson Talk Sports. Oh, Blackson Sports. Did you know that everybody's on that menu? I mean, everybody's on that list. Everybody's on Jeffrey's list. And I don't really talk about P. Diddy. No, this is why they had to let P. Diddy off. Because it would have been too obvious if they would have Epstein P. Diddy. So, yeah, everybody is on the list. Everybody. And unlike Jeffrey, who left all his kill switches on his island, P. Diddy had a real kill switch. That's why he left the country and he came back. He volunteered to come back because Steve Harvey and other people had already made sure that the tapes that were distributed, and this is why he was so upset with them filming everybody from Hillary Clinton to Barack Obama to, I don't know, name a person. Judge, what's his damn name? Name a person. Let's talk sports. Name a person. No list said Trump. Nothing. That's because having a list is unimportant. It's not important when everybody, Francois, when everybody's on the list. What do you need a list for when everybody's on the list? It's too big. It's huge. It's huge. Now I can tell you who wasn't on the list. Vladimir Putin was on the list. Sergei Lavrov was on the list. Dmitry Medvedev was not on the list. But when I say everybody, I'm not just talking about people in America. I'm talking about people in Saudi Arabia, people in Israel, people in England, Francois. Oh yeah, believe this, Francois. Oh yeah, your boy, Mr. Put the Finger on Erdogan's. Oh yeah, he was on the list. I'm not gonna name anybody in America, but I can name goddamn what's his name? What's his damn name? The French president, Macron. Oh, Macron was on the list. I am on the list. Everybody's on the list. Everybody's on the list. It's too large. You just cannot. It's too large. Everybody's on the list. Everybody is on the list, Francois. Even if somebody said, "Oh, Francois was on the list," there's two. They would have to like swim through a mountain of names. Like there are like names and names and names and names and names and names on that list. And when I say everybody, I'm not talking about just America. See, y'all think I'm just talking about Washington and America, just, oh, Epstein. No, Epstein had friends all over. Prince Andrew. He had goddamn members of the Mossad, Israel. He had a lot of people, people in high-ranking positions being, you name a country, except for Russia. I know I'm going to be accused of being a Russian propagandist right now, but no, Putin was on that list. And this is why they attacked Putin, because Russia has old Christian traditional values. So Chechnya and Russia were not on that list, but Everybody else. Now, China may not have been on that list. I think everybody, well, I ain't going to say all the BRICS, but China and Russia were not on that list. Other than that, you guys, I don't think Pakistan was on the list. I don't think nobody from Iran was on that list, but pretty much everybody in NATO was on that list. Because y'all do know, see, unlike P. Diddy, y'all do know that Mr. Jeffrey was international. He was international. See, P. Diddy was just local. P. Diddy was local, but he still was tied because P. Diddy was an extension. He was an extension. He was just a hip hop version of Mr. Epstein, of Mr. Jeffrey. Mr. Jeffrey. And again, this is why Pam Bondi can't release it, because there's way too many people on that list. It's way, like, she just might as well just come out and say everybody's on the list. Everybody. You, and you, yeah, you were on the list too. Yep, you were on the list. Yeah, everybody was on the list. Everybody liked going down to the island and partaking in the festivities in the island. Everybody was on the list. Nobody could resist. Nobody could resist because they had every flavor of ice cream down in the island. So everybody was on the list. So I hope that segment of the show, you laughing, Francois, you know, goddamn, Mr. You laughing, Francois. Oh, Macron took a couple of trips. Oh, he took a couple of trips down there. Like I said, Epstein was tied with NATO. He's tied big time with NATO. So, you know, I think so. Can we now, Francois? Can we now relax and talk sports? Can we now put the whole BAM? Okay, are you from O Block? Who? Oh, who is this in the chat? She said from O Block. Oh Lord, no, do we have a troll in here? Her name's Ragnar. Ragnar. Are you from O Block? I'm from the West Coast, babe. West Side? I am from the West Coast. I'm from the left coast. I'm from the left coast. It's a Chicago gang. Say no. Oh no. No. Okay, preacher. Which gang you rep? Dude, what? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You know. I think you're on the wrong channel. Here we do politics. So I think my political talk might bore you to death. So, you know, I will allow you to find the right channel. This is not the channel for you. If you're not into like World War III and politics concerning, you know, what's up, Josh? What's up? I was just letting this person know. It looked like a new person here. Ragnar, they're on the wrong channel. Yeah, Ragnar, you are on the wrong channel. You do this. Can't you see my gray hair? I'm old. So I talk old people stuff. You know, old people are into politics. So you might want to find another channel. I'm old school. I'm here. I talk about Putin, Erdogan. I talk about Prince Salmani. I talk about Donald Trump. I talk about Macron. I talk about Vladimir Putin, Sergei Lavrov. All names that you've never heard of except for maybe Trump. Every other name I'm sure you've never heard of. So was unhidden by Chubbs. Okay, Chubbs, what's up? Thanks, Chubbs. Hey, Chubbs, how you doing? So, Chubbs, I just want to let you know and let Josh know. Josh already knows that's why he's here. Everybody's on the list. So stop giving Pam Bondi a hard time. I know everybody's coming down on Pam Bondi. Oh, my God, Pam Bondi. They ragging her. They making memes about her. Everybody's on the list. So we can leave Pam Bondi alone. Leave Steve Bongino alone. We can leave, what's the other guy? Cash Patel, we can leave him alone. Leave him alone, y'all. Everybody's on the list. Everybody's on that list. Everybody's on the list. You know what's so funny? I'm gonna tell y'all one person who wasn't on that list, and it might surprise y'all. P. Diddy wasn't on that list. And P. Diddy and Epstein were both from New York, but he wasn't on the list. So I can tell you everybody except for P. Diddy was not on the list. I should have titled it that, but no, I don't want to. I don't want to get into P. Diddy. Anywho, oh gosh. Okay, enough of that, y'all. Yeah, I had to just get on here and just say, yeah, everybody's on the list because they, you know, I've always said this whole Pam Bondi and Jeffrey list is a distraction. I've said that, and they still keep pushing it because it's a distraction. So I come on here today to ease everybody's mind. Everybody's on the list. Now we can move forward some real news. So now, let's talk about Trump and his statement. Trump said that he's going to continue to arm Ukraine even though he wants to end the war. He wants to stop the killing, but he's going to continue to fund the war. I don't understand why Trump don't understand is that the only way to end this is to stop funding Ukraine. And they would be forced to capitulate. But as long as Zelensky's arm and as long as Putin's arm, they're going to keep fighting at it. They're the same people. I've said that time and time again. Russians and Ukrainians are starting to admit it. Russians and Ukrainians are the same people. They're the same people. They're the same people. Ethnically, they're the same people. They're the same people. Maybe distant cousins, but same people more or less. And I want to say that fueling the war, adding more fuel to the fire will just, it's prolonging the inevitable. The inevitable is this summer offensive that he's not going to be able to stop. Pretty much if y'all seen how they took out Bakhmut, is pretty much how to take Sumy, the town of Sumy, because they're surrounding it. It's almost like a crescent moon. They're surrounding it. So Trump, yeah, man, I don't like the call with Putin. He was very upset. I don't know what Trump is thinking, man. Trump, and I'm gonna say it. And like I said, I voted for Trump. I like Trump. I like what he's doing for our country, and I understand he's America first. But with that being said, Donald Trump, and I guess you've learned, and I hope you learned, don't try to play Putin. Don't try to do that. As you can see, Putin surrounds himself with very, very, I've said this again, I'm going to say it again, I'm going to say it until the cows come home. Look at his cabinet. Everybody is impeccably smart. Sergei Lavrov, Dmitry Medvedev, who else? There's some other names in there, man. He's got top-notch people in his cabinet. Like everybody that represents Russia and Putin's cabinet, his administration, and even, hell, you got Dmitry Medvedev that represents the old administration. Everybody is tight. Everybody is on point, and they have not wavered. So let me ask this. What is the end game of Zelensky? What is it? I'm going to ask you guys this. Josh, Francois, I'm going to ask everybody this question. What is Zelensky's end game? Josh said, they, subversion first smart, yes, hold on. But they are all men. That's why the last stance, Putin's please Trump, piss Trump off. Yeah, but the thing is, how is Trump, okay, Josh, how is Trump going to be pissed at Putin when Putin has the upper hand, when Putin's winning? Why should Putin give us a ceasefire? For what? For what? The ones who are losing is going to ask for the ceasefire. America, Germany, Ukraine, France, NATO. Like they're the ones screaming about a ceasefire. But then they keep saying that Putin is losing the war. They're asking for the ceasefire, but they asking Putin for make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. But it don't make sense. So yeah, Trump is mad at Putin because Putin won't do a ceasefire. He's continuing on with what they're continuing on with. That lets me know they are ready to take some more towns. Again, July 1st. July 1st, Russia took Luhansk. And now that things are warm, the trajectory, okay, as of today, I don't, anything I'm told what's going on. Hold on, what did Josh say? Josh, I missed your comment. Let me see what it says. As of today, I don't do anything I'm told what's going on. Peace through strength, right? Stay in power. I mean, the thing is, Josh, strength through power, right? That's what Trump says. That's what he believes. But one thing that we cannot have is wars on multiple fronts. If you're going to have a war, and I'm not for having a war with nobody, but if you're going to have a war, pick a war. Pick a war. Pick a war. But now a person can make the argument, Josh, that the war is all intertwined now because now Putin is talking about. Putin said they want to give nukes to Iran. They're willing to help Iran. They'll give nukes if they ask for help. Iran's not asking for Russia's help, though, so it's kind of a weird situation between Russia and Iran because Iran doesn't fully trust Russia. But Iran, I guess they say they got it under control. If it's just a straight up fight with Israel, Iran feel like they can take Israel. However, Iran knows, just like the rest of the world knows, is that um, you mess with Israel, then you mess with us. Because Iran is all over our Congress, all over our Senate. God, Jim, and when Benjamin Netanyahu met with Trump, it's like, it's like they're joined at the hip. Israel and America are joined at the hip. And y'all know that I've explained that before with the whole Abraham, Isaac, Ishmael, the Bible, and all that, why we're tied at the hip with Israel. I'm not going to get into that because, I don't want to, I've already explained that, so I don't want to really get into that again. But I will say this is that I know Putin is willing to help Iran because, as Sergei Lavrov said, he sees what's going on. It's almost like an encirclement, and Russia's not going to allow itself to be encircled nowhere. And what is weird, y'all, I'm going to tell you what's really weird. It's not weird, but it's like really showing your buttocks. It's showing my buttocks. As Forrest Gump showing you want to see my buttocks? Do you want to see my buttocks? So NATO has gotten so emboldened. First of all, NATO. Let me just start with Francais. Y'all can't even win in Africa. Y'all can't even win battles in Africa, but have the nerve to talk about what Russia's doing in Asia regarding Georgia. Macron had the nerve to talk crap to the people all the way in Asia, but you can't even settle this dispute on the Ukrainian front. You can't even take care of Zelensky. Boy. The more I see this whole war, the more I see a money scam that, and I think the European people are tired of it. The Ukrainian people are tired of it. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Listen up, Josh. Listen up, Francois. Listen up, Relax and Talk Sport. Listen to me. Listen to me very carefully. In order for this war to end, because we can't depend on Trump, and be honest with you, Putin don't want to end it. Putin's like, oh, you want to take it there? Okay, we can go there. They're just giving an excuse for Putin to go even further. Now a person can argue and say, oh, well, Putin wants all of Ukraine. You provoke that man to goddamn take that stance now. But let me say this. The only people that can stop Listen to me. Please listen to me, people. The only people that can stop the destruction of Ukraine are the people of Ukraine. And the people of Ukraine, that including the government, when I say government, military, they're going to have to overthrow Zelensky. They're going to have to overthrow Zelensky in order to end that war, because as long as he keeps getting the money fed to them, he's not going to end that war. I mean, it's not like he got to jump into battle. That war is funding his mansions. I said mansions with an S. His mansion in Miami, off the Florida Keys, and his mansion in France. I don't know elsewhere. He got mansions in other places too, I'm sure. And